Hey, good morning. Peace and blessings to you all. Welcome to the Empowering Minds Mental Health Podcast. I just want to share a few nuggets, if you want to call them, with you this morning. Nothing too heavy, but I just wanted to share about start out your year the way you want it to end. So if you start off negative and you continue to be negative, well, then you're just going to have a negative year. Each his own. So I choose to have a positive, effective, efficient, empowering, inspiring, and impactful year. I am declaring and believing that this is a year of expansion for me and my family. I am believing that this is the year of unexpected miracles and blessings for myself and my family. And Lord, let me back up. I'm also declaring and decreeing that for my family, friends, loved ones, associates, even the people that don't even like me. Yeah, sure am. So I'm not going to get anywhere in life going back and forth, tit and tat with people that, for whatever reason, maybe they don't like me. They really don't know me. They just don't like me for whatever reason. I really live my life in peace. A-C. And live my life in pieces. In other words, broken shambles. P-I-E-C-S. So, this morning, I was very intentional. And yeah, the last, I would say about great. Um, I guess certain situations and certain things that didn't go as planned, maybe that's what was really going on with me that was impacting my sleep. I know what doctors say, but since I have just released these things to God, to, to help me sleep. And knocked out. So, you know, maybe about 9:30, sometimes a little bit earlier. But I notice now I'm waking up later, close to 6 o'clock. And for me, that's a big deal. Because before I was waking up anytime between 1 and 3, and I couldn't go back to sleep. Or I couldn't go to sleep. And when my body finally just said, look, you need to go to sleep, it would be between 1 and 3. So this morning, when the Lord opened my eyes, let me pray right now. And that's what I did. And so I want my mornings to be very intentional. You know how they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Where you start your day is very important too. So I prayed and I didn't read my devotional, but I did go on to YouTube Gospel and I listened to a lot of old hymns that I used to love to sing. A lot of people don't know that about me either, unless you were a, a member of Bethel Light somewhere up on the uh, Northwest B and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is a gift that God blessed me with, and He used Dr. Gladys McClary to bring it out. I just kind of always, you know, I stay in the background. And one Sunday, I it was the first Sunday, and I think it was the blood. I believe that's what they were singing. In fact, it was. And I'm just, just in the background per usual. And she tapped one of the ladies to get my attention, Miss Kawanya. And when she did, I looked like, huh? And I looked and she pointed at Dr. McClary. And she mouthed to me, grab that mic and sing. And I'm standing there like, do what? And she looked at me as if she was saying, yeah, you heard it. You coming out of that shell today. And that's what birthed it. Or I guess I could say rebirth. Because I'd been singing for years. But when I lost someone very close to me, and that was our connection, was music. I'm talking about the theories of music, the actual study, the origin, being able to play several instruments. When I lost that person, I lost the interest in singing and playing multiple instruments. I initially started out at Shaw, was going to college to be a music major. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So anyway, as I'm listening to old hymns this morning, I was like, I sure do miss hearing these songs sung at church, right? I don't have anything wrong with modern day gospel. A lot of it I enjoy. But it's something about hymns that always push me through any uncomfortable situation I was going through in life. And so that's just something that I implemented in my morning routine. That was the first two things that I did. Let me give thanks to Jesus Christ. Let me give thanks to the Lord for waking me up, for waking my family up. I think it's not intentional, but sometimes uh, we just don't start our day out with giving any kind of thanks. I'm talking about for believers. And, we just get up and take our shower. And for those who drink coffee, I drink coffee every once in a while. I must drink coffee, but, I start my day out with some form of hot tea or whatever. And, we just do that. Like I say, you get your shower, brush your teeth, you know, get dressed, whatever, get your lunch bag, whatever you got to do, and you head it out the door or whatever. But this year, I want my year to be very intentional about how I start out first thing. So then I said, well, you know what? Let me get my supplements in because I wasn't feeling well earlier during the week, which is very, very unusual, especially the symptoms. With me sleeping the way I slept literally off and on all day long up under an electric blanket. I was very fatigued. I had joint pain in my ankles. So I drank a bottle of alkalized water. I took my morning moringa supplement, have my tea, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, put just a little bit of cracked black pepper in there to help break up turmeric because you do not want to just take straight up turmeric because that can lead to having issues with your liver and stuff. You got to break it up. And then I added a vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc packet in my tea. And then I took, what's the other thing I took? Oh, my last supplement I took my supplements for women my age. that deal with perimenopause. It's kind of just like a multi vitamin type supplement that helps me, right? Then I decided, well, you know what? I was diagnosed with neuroskeletal neuromuscular disorders. Got the right diagnosis because I was initially diagnosed with MS, but I refused to accept that diagnosis. So, as a result, you know, I don't have any warning sign other than if I have headaches that start at the base of my neck, then that lets me know I'm going to have some type of maybe a joint flare. But with the muscle flares, I have no idea. I have no symptoms whatsoever. And so some of those symptoms include I have extreme muscle cramps. I'm talking about in my feet, my toes. I have had muscle spasms and cramps so bad that my legs felt like they were locked, and I would have them all night long. And I would have to call for help to get me to the ER, or I would just try my best to tough it out until urgent care opened the next morning. But when I did that, someone had to meet me with a wheelchair because I couldn't walk. Okay? So, as a result, every morning, I have to I use my electric blanket. I sure do. Turn it on. I don't even care if it's summertime. Turn it on just for a few minutes. 2-3 minutes. Just to warm my joints and my muscles up. Because I need to stretch. So that is a part of my morning routine. Let me stretch my body to get myself going, to get my mental wellness, my physical wellness. Then I decide, you know, what I'm going to wear for the day or whatever, and then I go forth from there. So my purpose in saying all of this is just to encourage you to, whatever fits your morning routine, as long as it is purposeful, effective, and positive, and it has great, impactful impact on your spiritual, physical, mental health, then that's what you tap into. So whatever works for me may not necessarily work for you, or you may not necessarily do it in that order. I'm just sharing with you what works for me best. When I'm strategic at the start of the day, I notice that my day seems to flow much better, or it balances out. But those times where if I may wake up late, or somehow I've gotten distracted and I just jump up and I just start doing stuff, I'm not saying I just have a bad day, but I'm telling you, man, my days kind of be kind of they just don't flow right. I don't know any other way to explain it, and they don't flow right because I didn't start off right. Okay, so that is my word of encouragement, or my little nugget to you all today, to make sure that you implement some things to start your day off effective and positive. Till next time, peace and blessings. Take care.